Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 100-Day Challenge with me, Tigo. And yeah, we're counting it down. I counted, we've done 14 days in a row already, which means we still have a lot more to go, like 86 or something like that to go. But it is so much fun. I'm having a blast connecting with people that have already been a part of the Now and the Power of Pink, and with people that are new to our family. But today, this woman has supported us all the way back to the virtuals. Dr. Wendy Labat has been there for me and for us since the beginning, and she is our pink conqueror. Hey, Dr. Wendy, what's happening?
Hey, so happy to be here.
So
Everything's going fine.
awesome. So happy to have you here. And thank you for always supporting, well, everything that I do, not just the Power of Pink and the Now Honors. I can count on you. I just text, say, Dr. Wendy, will you? She's like, yeah. What day, what time? I'll be right there. I appreciate everything that you do.
Well, I appreciate you, leaning on me when you do. And, of course, I'll be there, as long as it's available on my schedule. You got it.
Okay, so it was 120 degrees in Vegas yesterday. What's it like in Atlanta?
It's been like in the 90s. We've hit that triple digit a couple of times, but it's been hot and I've been staying in. I haven't been getting out unless I have to, just because, for health reasons. I'm not trying to get drained by the heat, but it's been warm. It's been pretty warm. Yes.
Now, a little birdie told me you're going in, I think, season three of your show, or season, is it season three?
It's
When do you
season
launch
3.
season three? And tell
Okay.
us about your show.
Well, my show is Financial Cures with Dr. Wendy Labat, and we just filmed season 3 here in Atlanta. And I'm so excited because, our first season was about personal finances, the second season about business finances, and this season was about leveling up your finances. So we had some really good guests, and it really went well. And we're premiering it August 22nd. So mark your calendars for August 22nd at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're on Zondra TV Network, which is also featured on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, I think Hulu, and several others. But you can also just check us out on FinCures, FINCURES.com. I know the first 2 seasons are featured there. Once we premiere on the 22nd, then season 3 will be available on that site.
That's amazing. And yes, you're a doctor of finance. You come in and you teach us about budgeting, that word that scares the you know what out of me, but you make it fun. Can you just give us a little bit of your history? I know I've interviewed you several times, but if somebody out there's been under a rock for the last 3 years, what does Dr. Wendy do?
Well, I started my entrepreneurial journey 4 decades ago. I can't believe I'm saying 4 decades. I guess I was just 2 years old back then. And, I didn't have any business experience and very limited financial resources. And back then there was no, internet or social media. And the only thing you could do with a cell phone was make an expensive phone call. So, I pursued business with major corporations and government agencies. And in order to be considered a viable vendor with them, you had to have, a certain image. You had to, project
Mhm.
a certain image, I should say. And that meant having a brick and mortar office, employees. There was no answering machine back then. I mean, there were, but if they called and they got an answer machine, that was like, okay, no, they're a mom and pop operation. They can't handle our business. But, I had
Right.
that image, but that image was expensive. And, that overhead kicked in whether you made sales or not. And like I said, was inexperienced. I was a rookie entrepreneur. So there are a lot of things I didn't know, but, I had to learn them real quick. I learned through the school of hard knocks.
Yeah, I
And
know that school.
yeah. So in 2014, when the government mandated that everybody have health insurance, I expanded my business to include insurance and financial services. So from a business and marketing perspective, I bought all the products that I was selling to my clients because, they were asking me, well, what do you have? Where's your money? And I can honestly
Mhm.
say what I had and where my money was. And, in 2017, I was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of breast cancer. So I said,
Mhm.
okay, breast cancer, you're going to be assertive and aggressive, and I'm going to be double aggressive because I'm kicking your butt. So I ended up, taking using the most aggressive form of treatment, which meant chemotherapy every 3 weeks for a year. I had 5 surgeries, all the MRIs, CAT scans, and everything that it took to kind of monitor the disease, and then all the prescription drugs it took to counteract the side effects of the chemo, because I lost all my hair, my nails, brows, lashes, everything. And the best thing about that was I saved a fortune on, salon treatments and nail treatments and no waxing or any of that. But it was just kind of, it was difficult. And those medical expenses added up to over $1.5 million. And
Wow.
thank God I practiced what I preach, because my health insurance paid all that. Could you imagine having that kind of medical expense hanging over you, as well as your personal and financial expenses, while you're battling breast cancer? That could have ruined me
Mm,
financially, but it didn't, because not only did my health insurance pay for all the medical bills, all those supplemental coverages that I purchased from a business and marketing perspective ended up paying me multiple six-figure tax-free financial shots in the arm that allowed me to focus on my recovery instead of worrying about money. So once
wow.
I rang that last chemotherapy bell, and my doctor was telling me, okay, so far you're cancer free, I was like, Lord, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm in my comfort zone, and I am good. And he's like, no, I didn't take you through this journey and bring you out better than you went in to just be in your comfort zone and be good. You're going to go out on a crusade to empower others to not let an illness or injury ruin them financially. And you're going to empower people to take control of their finances, become financially free, and live the life they desire. So I'm being obedient. I'm on my crusade, and here I am.
You're amazing. And our good buddy Eric Swanson, Mr. Awesome, is out there. And I want to thank him for watching and supporting. He's the bomb. He's going to be on the show next week or the week after. Getting him on here early in the morning is a trick. He's not the early guy to be on live, but that's okay. I love him. So, can you talk to the people that, right now there's a woman probably watching this that just got diagnosed and she's worried about just that? The co-pays and everything that she has to go through, maybe not being able to work, especially if it's a lot of energy in her job. What advice would you give her as she starts this journey?
Well, I would say, be calm and surround yourself with positive people, because it is devastating to hear it at first, But once you hear, when I first found, I had to read it for myself. My doctor didn't even give me the respect of being a patient and telling me I had to read it from a sealed envelope in
Oh
my
my
car.
goodness.
But I got a sense of peace when I read it and realized that that's what it said. And at that point, it was like, okay, Lord, where do I go from here? And I just tuned in to where the Spirit was leading me to go, and I followed, because I was being obedient. If I wouldn't have, I wouldn't, I would have been like panicking and all that. But just be calm. It's not necessarily a death sentence. It's going to be a difficult journey, but it's something that you need to realize that you need to be positive about as you go through the journey. And there are a lot of folks, the more people you talk to that have had the diagnosis or the disease, they all say stay positive. Not one woman that I spoke with that went through the cancer journey said were panicked. They all said, just be calm, be positive, surround yourself with positive people. And if you're a
Hmm.
Christian or if you're a believer, stay prayed up, whether it's, if you believe in God or the universe or whatever, tune in to that source that gives you the answers in your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When I reached out to you a few years ago, can you believe it's been a few years ago
Yeah,
that we
I
honored
know.
you as the conqueror? I reached out to you and I said, Dr. Wendy, I want to honor you as our survivor of the year. And you said, oh no, I'm not just a survivor. I'm a conqueror. How did you
Mhm.
get that mindset to say, you know what? I'm not just surviving this. I'm conquering this.
Well, it was again spirit led, because you think of a survivor as someone that gets through something, but they still have, some kind of emotional baggage behind it. And a conqueror, you conquer the victory and you move on to the next challenge. And that's where I am. I don't really, it's not that I don't appreciate, the October, celebrating breast cancer awareness, because I do, I definitely do. But I figure, as a survivor, you feel like you're still under the thumb of cancer. And I don't feel that I am. I went through it. I've had other battles since then. I just had open heart surgery. So there's always something coming up that's going to, direct you to deal with that situation. But I appreciate being a cancer conqueror. And I feel like, the breast cancer, I'm done with it. If God has another, journey for me, then I'll deal with it. But for now, breast cancer is over for me. I've conquered it and it's done. I'm moving on to the next challenge.
I was not worried at all when you had open heart surgery last year. You got the biggest heart in the world. I knew you were that was easy. That's an easy one. After you conquering breast cancer, it's like open heart. Dr. Wendy's got that. No worries. She'll take care of that. Can you share, because you've been to, every live Now Honors and Power Pink, can you share what that vibe feels like in that room, what the experience is during that weekend?
That vibe is awesome. It's like your mama taking you and hugging you, bringing you up to her breast and hugging you, and just you feel the warmth and you feel the security of just having the right folks around you. There's no negative energy. Even though people have challenges and they're dealing with situations that could be difficult, we're there to support them, and they feel the support. I definitely felt it. And it's just a positive place to be. It's where you meet people that are doing good things, for the community, for whatever, their cause is. And it's just awesome. I just, I love it. I love going there because I get recharged every time I go there. It fills me up. It helps fill my cup so I can pour into other people.
I just love you, Dr. Wendy, and I would be remiss if we didn't mention that you've got a financial healing experience coming up. What's that all about?
Well, it's about being able to deal with your financial ills in a positive, rewarding way without, because like you talk about budgeting, when you first, I don't even use that word anymore, because when you say that, people turn off. I use planning where your money goes instead of wondering where it went. You have to, when you're looking at your money, you have to look at the whole picture. And my financial healing experience is going through that journey. At each step of the way, you're dealing with whatever it is, whether it impacts you right now or not, it will impact you. And it gives you the opportunity to be empowered to deal with it and handle it and come out with optimal financial health. So I'm excited about it.
Well, I can't wait to see you in I think it's like 86 days. Oh, I've got so much to do. Alan, we got a ton to do in 86 days. I cannot wait to see you. I can't wait to get my annual hug from Dr. Wendy. You're the best, and thank you for always having my back. You are absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad to be part of the Now Network and the family, the Power Pink family. And I just can't wait. I already got my hotel. I made my hotel reservations when I left last year. Got everything, registrations done. My flight is booked, so I am ready.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, everybody. You know what I'm going to say. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did. It's always great to see Dr. Wendy. I want you to come back next time. If you want to reach Dr. Wendy, I didn't get a chance to ask her, but you know what to do. Go to tigodirect.com, type in Dr. Wendy, type in finance, type in financial, type in conqueror. She's coming up. Send her a message. Say, hey, Dr. Wendy, I saw you on the 100-day challenge. Yes, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost her anything either. It's all about us keeping connected in the family. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I want you to come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you. Yeah, you heard me. Tomorrow. Have a great day.